tulips are blooming, the horses are running, and the eyes of the world, they're focusing on Louisville. It's Derby time, Kentucky's time to shine in an international spotlight. And this is the epicenter of all the action, Churchill Downs. And it plays host to a lot more than the Derby and horse racing. It's the world's greatest party, both glamorous and gaudy, with a guest list of more than 100,000 people strong. There's one sure bet. There's going to be a lot of eating and drinking going on, and there's going to be much more than hot dogs and beer. That's where this man comes in, the executive chef at Churchill Downs. He's taking us into his kitchen to see what it takes to feed the hungry masses in VIP style. And he's revealing his secrets so you can make his Millionaire's Row meal at home. Plus, if you're talking Derby, you're talking Kentucky cocktails. And this is the mother of them all. It's the $1,000 mint julep. What makes it so expensive? Well, you're about to find out right now on a special Derby edition of Secrets of Louisville Chefs. Hello and welcome to Secrets of Louisville Chefs. I'm Kevin Harnett at one of my favorite places in Kentucky. It's Churchill Downs. As a matter of fact, it's hallowed ground right here in our hometown, home of the Kentucky Derby, a place where records are set on a world stage, decade after decade. 1973, Secretariat sets a track record with the fastest Derby run. And way back in 1913, it was Donna Rell with the highest Derby payoff at $184 for a win ticket. And this year, we can guarantee another record, set by the executive chef, of course, serving up more food than ever before. My partner, Kelly Kay, well, she's upstairs right now with the main man.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I'm here with the main man when it comes to food at Churchill Downs, Chef Gil Logan, executive chef. Now,
hi, Kelly.
Always good to see you.
Good to see you.
You've got a really big job when it comes to feeding people here at Churchill Downs. It's a really big place.
Especially the first Saturday in May, you're right.
Yeah, that's one of your biggest days. Now tell us, you're also taking over the Marquee Village?
Yes, basically we're gonna have 20,000 people this year on Derby Day sitting down to what we call a chef's table, which at Levy Restaurants we call that because it takes a chef to do a chef table. Anybody can do a buffet.
Wow, so you're talking like 20,000 people sitting down at the same time. How do you plan for that?
Well, basically you get a recipe for two, a calculator, and a lot of help.
Wow, okay.
Yep.
Typically, how much food do you go through on any given Derby?
Wow. Well, in beef alone, we're buying around 30,000 pounds just for Derby. Right there about shrimp too, right around 25,000 pounds of shrimp.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's not even counting the 140 other thousand people we're feeding out here that day.
I can't even count that.
It's a busy day. We have lots of fun with food that day.
Well, speaking of busy, what kind of stuff are we going to be making today? We've got three separate dishes?
Yes, we do. We had something called Beach Billy Scallops, which is, I'm taking a little bit of my past on the Outer Banks of North Carolina and tying in some local stuff. So basically,
you come up with the names for these
I do.
Yep,
I
love
Beach
it.
Billy, that's me. I'm actually a Beach Billy. So I got seared scallops with a country ham and green tomato relish.
Okay.
Should be tasty. Then we're going to do a smoky Kentucky pasta. And usually when you think Kentucky, you don't think a lot of pasta.
Right.
But I'm going to show you guys how to take a normal pasta dish and Kentucky-fy it.
I like it. And
with
then
some
for
fresh
dessert?
Kentucky stuff. Oh, tipsy peaches.
Tipsy peaches.
Tipsy peaches.
I love this job.
Yeah, a little peaches sauteed with fresh ginger, brown sugar, deglazed with Woodford Reserve. Then we got vanilla ice cream, and all that's kind of stuffed into this pecan tuile. And it's a very fun dessert.
You need to stop talking now.
Well,
we need to start cooking.
You're going to gain some weight today, honey.
Yes, let's get moving.
Hello, Kelly. Welcome to my kitchen.
Yeah, well, and thanks for the official looking apron, but I'm not doing the hat. Good hair day.
You look too good in just the apron. We won't play with the hat. Okay, here's what I need you to do for me today. I'm going to need you to julienne me some country ham.
Julienne? Okay.
Julienne, that just means strips.
Okay, very
So
nice.
basically, this is a Finchville Farms country ham. You're going to roll it up like this.
I can do that.
And then you're just going to cut it like this. And I'm going to leave that for you.
Okay.
You're going to cut up this avocado for me, and it's nice and ripe. I'll get the pit out for you.
Okay, that's
It's a little chef trick. Just spin it on the knife. It comes out, and then you're going to use the knife to actually take the seed out.
Oh, wow.
Just give it a smack, spin it, out it comes.
Well, that's easy.
All right, and we're going to quarter this one, and then it's real easy. It'll just peel out of here for you, okay?
All right.
So you're going to cut those into nice little pieces.
I think
so
I
we
can
can
handle
add
that.
them to our scallops. And then I'll just need that lemon cut in half.
I think I can do that. Normally I cook from a box. I am a meal assembler,
Well,
but
this
I
is
think
just
I can
like a
handle
box. Except it's all
All right.
fresh.
I think I can do
All right,
that.
and while Kelly's doing this, we're going to go down this way and start our dish. All right, like I said, what I've kind of done here is I've taken a little bit of where I grew up in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, where as a youth I actually got to go out on a scallop boat and go catch scallops out of the ocean. So I like scallops, love the flavor. They're very delicate and sweet. So when you make sure when you sear a scallop, you want to get the crust on that. Any seafood you're going to sear, seafood's got that natural sugar that's going to come out and give you a nice crust on it. What I've done is I've melted some butter, so I've clarified it, which means I've taken the salt off of it, and I've added a little bit of olive oil so I can change my burning point of this oil, make it much higher than, say, regular butter. Put a little in the pan, make sure that's nice and hot. If you're getting real scallops, a scallop basically has this muscle attached where it used to be attached to the shell. This comes right off, and this is very chewy. So you want to clean that off before you do your scallops. Right in the pan they go. I'm only going to use really 1/2 of this pan because the other half I want to make my relish. Put a little kosher salt in there. I like kosher salt when I'm searing anything. And some fresh pepper. So look how quick she is.
Look
wow,
at me.
Kelly.
Did I do
already got my
good?
country ham ready.
Look at that. Woohoo.
All right, we got our scallops searing real nice. We want to make sure we get a good crust on them, so we're going to leave them. The other half of the pan, I'm going to put my country ham down. I want to release some of those fats that are still in there, get that nice country ham flavor going in there. Let's see how we're doing on these bad boys. Not quite, a little bit more. We get some real nice color down there. All right, don't want to cook the ham too much. I'm going to add my green tomatoes. And I kind of lied, I'm not using 100% green tomatoes. They're more of the yellow tomatoes. That green tomato's got a nice like lemony citrus bite to it. I don't want too much of that, so these are more like not quite ripe tomatoes. All right, now I'm going to add the avocados. The tomatoes have just started to kind of release their juice. Come right in with the avocados. Oh boy. Kelly, I'll need that lemon, please, young lady.
I
What
got
an
the lemon.
assistant.
Thank you very much.
Lovely, thank you.
Just one or both?
I'm going to use both, but you're going to hold that one because you're going to make this look better.
Okay.
All right, all I'm going to do, I'm going to use my hand as a strainer to catch the seeds. But I'll need the juice of that lemon on my relish.
That looks easy enough.
It's very easy. Easy dish.
That is pretty, Chef Gil. And
Why, thank
smells
you.
good. We
Thank you.
definitely need smell-o-vision.
All right, now we're going to plate it. And I'm not really that guy that's going to get too crazy. As far as I'm concerned, nothing should be on a plate that is not edible. You'll never see a big sprig of rosemary sticking out of one of my dishes.
Not necessary.
And as far as garnish goes, that's a nice garnish right there.
Oh, that's
'Cause
perfect.
The lemon you need for the scallops anyway.
There you go.
It's a garnish that makes sense, yes. And yummy, yummy. Beats Billy scallops.
Oh, I need a fork. All right, Kevin, you see what I've got in front of me. It's time to eat. Back to you.
Thanks, Kelly. After seeing that, you could say that Churchill Downs is not only host to the world's greatest horse race, but apparently host to some of the world's greatest food. And you have to admit, from start to finish, no one throws a party better than the fine folks of Kentucky. There's a lot more to come on this special Derby edition of Secrets of Louisville Chefs. Still ahead, the secrets to Chef Gil's smoky Kentucky pasta and his Tipsy Peaches dessert, an instant Kentucky classic. And later on, I'll catch up with Chief Entertaining Officer Tim Laird for what else? Kentucky Derby cocktails, including the $1,000 mint julep. You don't want to miss these. It's all straight ahead on Secrets of Louisville Chefs.